Hey guys, we've been getting a lot of questions about our The And experience, and the good news is you can pick up a copy of the And card game right now on our Shopify. So follow the link below and get a copy for you, friends, and family.
What have I taught you about relationships?
Oh. I mean, I've been through a great deal of them.
We both have a lot of relationships.
But I've never had, obviously a good relationship. And, you were in it and you're like, oh, yeah, this is fine. I've been with them for 2 years. It's great. And then you get out of it and you're like, wow, that was really traumatic. And they were abusive. And it's a scary thing to normalize that. Mm-hmm. So, when dating with you, I learned that, not everybody's a piece of shit. And that taught me that that's possible. And it taught me a lot about myself because I became very jaded.
Oh, yeah. That's when you came out, too, when we were dating.
Oh, you mean, trans?
Yeah.
Oh. I thought you meant something else. And I was like, wait, I meant something else. I meant, I realized that, because I was so jaded about it, that I could be more empathetic. When do you feel closest to me?
When I'm able to, cry, on you. Well, because, last time I was able to cry was, 2 nights ago. Yeah. And that was the first time in, a month. And since now being on hormones and how, testosterone, makes it really hard to cry, I would just, try to start crying and then just come out as
I know, that's why I'm never know, and that's why when you fake cry, to be when you're joking
it
around, I'm like,
real.
I don't know, are you okay? And you're like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, and I think that I feel so close to you because you changed my mood instantly in that moment, and it's just something that I've never felt such a drastic change of feeling so good, it's almost so no
instantly
way.
When you're upset. It's because it's usually you're upset when you're crying most of the time.
When are you most worried for me? Why?
More so me not being able to I mean, I know that because we have a lot of the similar issues with depression and anxiety, and over time I've learned how to deal with them certain ways, and you can't just give that information to someone, you can't just be here, I did this, here, now you know that, have that knowledge and stuff.
You want to do something for me, but sometimes it's not always easy to just
you don't always, you like to learn the hard way sometimes. And so, and so did I. And what I'm worried about is sometimes you get so far away from reality when you get depressed and stuff that you can't bring yourself back. Mm-hmm. And so it's just it worries me that something's gonna hit you so hard and I'm just gonna be hey Carter, and then you're just gonna be not there, Mm-hmm. Which is obviously understandable, but I don't want it to ever get to that point. Yeah. What is the pain in me that you'd like to heal?
If I could heal something presently, it would be your self confidence with your appearance and your and to make you feel as good as I see you. I think that's the only thing I would change presently, because I know how hard it is for you to be at work on days like that, or even just to be in the subways and being seen by others. And I just want you to be able to know that you're as perfect as I think you are. Yeah, and I think it's the only thing I'd heal now. Also maybe heal ingrained pressures from your family, because if you didn't have a lot of the stuff forced onto you gender-wise from your mom, then
yeah, if you took that away, I would be
then you would be
fine.
So confident about your appearance and how you want to present in that moment. Mm-hmm. I think it's something. How have I changed since we first met, and how do you feel about it?
Oh, other than, your attributes from testosterone, you've grown up so much. I mean, I'm not saying that, you were
I was
immature.
A baby before.
I mean, yeah, because you had never had to fend for yourself. Yeah. And I've been doing it for a while now, so I never doubted that we would be able to work together, even if you had some things that weren't at the right place, you know, like cleaning and stuff like that, or like not stressing out too much.
Just the fact that I've been like doing dishes every day, like twice a day.
It helps a lot.
Yeah, it's something that I never would do before.
But you don't have to tell me about it every time. Wait, when do you think I find you the sexiest?
I think, especially being on the hormones, I think recently, like when you notice or like
go for it,
like my body hair, I guess, because
no, not specifically. I always bring that up because it's the most prominent.
Because that's something that's like changed a lot while being on hormones, and yeah, when you notice me getting ready and you'll comment on like my facial hair that's like growing in or different things like that, I think that it makes me like feel like you're seeing me as sexy, which is something that like I don't always feel about myself.
Yeah, because I know it's like how you want to feel, because it's me like seeing you change like throughout this like whole experience. I can't even imagine how it would be like on your own body, but like physically like watching you like become more you know, like authentically.
How do hormones affect our relationship, and what can we do about it? As we were just like,
what can we do about it? Embrace it.
Yeah.
It's been amazing, honestly. You're happier. I'm happier.
This is the cliche, seeing you happy makes me happy.
No, obviously, because right before you went back on them, you were very in a dark place, and it was the darkest I've ever seen you go. And you haven't been back that far, but like, as soon as you went back on them, you were like instantly like super happy and
on
like,
my way up.
Yeah, and and it makes me, like how you were saying, like more anxious to do it, or like ambitious to like maybe go forward with it. Like I still don't know. I'm very like indecisive, and that's
okay.
Which is weird because I'm not indecisive about anything, you know. And so that's what like worries me the most about it, is just like, what if it isn't what I want? It is, but you know, what if it wasn't? You know, like
that just goes to summarize that as the whole like.
I know. Yeah, 100% positive. I love it.
Why do you love me?
Oh, I've always hated that question in general, just because it's so difficult to like
put up in like a few sentences.
Words. Yeah. I'm not good with words, so it's just like I like to express myself physically and like by actions and stuff like that, and you know that. And sometimes you're like, but tell me how much you love me.
Because I'm the type of person to write you paragraphs.
Yeah,
like,
and I'm like gay. You know, like no. You make me a better me. Like this last year has been like the most authentic me that I've been too. And that sounds selfish. I'm like, you help me, you know. But like you just. Like you embody greatness, and like you're so ambitious and you're loving, and like you can do whatever you want. Like, you know how I always like joke around, and I'm not joking, you think I'm joking, when I'm like, oh yeah, I don't doubt that you're gonna be like a famous photographer and you're gonna do anything you want. Like you're like anything you've ever like put your mind to or even said, you've manifested. You're like, oh yeah, I wanna, you know, work for this magazine. And then they're like, yeah, let's do it. And you're like, cool. And you're like, oh, I wanna meet these people. We meet those people. You know, I wanna, you know, anything you do.
You're my good luck charm.
You say that. You're my good luck charm. But yeah, it's just like everything. I do definitely think the highest of you.
I think the highest of you.
Yeah.
Hey y'all, if you liked the video and want to help us make more, please consider supporting us on Patreon. We'd really appreciate it. Thank you.